and I'm starving to literal death. I'm starving to death. I need something to eat, guys. All right, guys, day number 2. Should be getting a lot hotter today. I think the high is around the upper 80s. That's more like it for cutting hay. We'll go ahead real fast and warm up the new haul and we'll get going. All right, my allergies are getting to me already, my goodness. We'll go ahead here first and finish up this field. And I probably explained all this last night. You guys know what we're doing. And my goal today is to not run out of coffee, so I brought the old school Stanley thermos. Alright guys, quick little coffee break and I'll show you what we got done and what we got left. Alright guys, we're actually just about done here. Got this mowed right here on this side of the creek facing you guys. Had about 1 acre behind the clock house. You guys can't see that. I done that off camera. And I just finished up this small field in front of the mother-in-law's house. If you're new to this channel, I own that double wide up there. I rent it to my mother-in-law. That red barn back there is mine as well. Currently empty. Not sure what we're going to do with it. And I got about 1 acre or 2 behind it. I don't mow that for hay though. There's too many trees back there. This right here, guys, mowed up pretty good. And let me tell you guys a little secret about this field. When I was putting my fertilizer on a few weeks ago, this is the first field that I did. And I had the gate on the spreader wide open by mistake. And therefore, I spread, gosh, like 400 and some pounds of fertilizer just in this area right here. And that's why it is so thick right here. Check this out. It is usually not that thick over here, my goodness. Certainly got our money's worth right there. And I tell you what, it's still pretty wet, but we got some really good conditions for drying hay today. It's about 80 degrees and it's real windy out here today. Perfect conditions. So up last, actually not last, after we do this, I got a small little hillside right there in front of my house. I mow that for hay as well. It's about 1 acre. We'll do that last. But before that, we're going to head up here to where the cows are going. I'll tell you guys what's going on with the fence project. And we'll get all that mowed down, except for the steep parts. I don't get on the steep parts of the hill. I get kind of nervous, to be honest with you. I'll show you guys, or I'll tell you guys about that when we get up there. But let's get back to the new hauling, go up there to the future cow lot, and finish up this side of the hay. Friends, let me tell you about today's video sponsor, Brunt. Let me tell you about my favorite pair of boots, these Omens made by Brunt. So these Omens are a slip-on boot, which I've never tried before, but after having them for the past week, I'm not sure I can go back to laces, to be honest with you. It actually saves time every morning. You just put them on and go. So over the past week, I wore these boots when I ran the sawmill, dug post holes, fed the chickens, done anything here around the farm that needed to be done. And friends, I worked in some wet conditions, such as around the chicken house. It's like a swamp around there. And these boots keep my feet dry because they're water resistant. And also, friends, it gets better than that. These boots are heat rated up to 572 degrees. Quality and durability is on point, and the value is what I really like about it the most. You get what you pay for, more value than the other guys. If they don't blow your mind, you can send them back for a full refund when you send them back for free, and Brunt really does stand behind that. So guys, you got nothing to lose. I would give them a try. All right guys, I can save you some money here. When you use my code OutofTheWoods10, you can get $10 off your first order with Brunt. All right guys, going pretty good up here. I'm about halfway done, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate mowing this hill right here. This part isn't too bad. I do put it in 4-wheel drive. If you don't have it in 4-wheel drive, you will slide down that hill. Ask me how I know. But this part over here is really steep right there. And I've got a good buddy down the road, Richard. He's got an old Ford with a sickle mower. And those old Fords stick on the side of these hills like this. And I usually have him come over about once or twice a season to knock that down for me. Tractor's doing really good. I've been mowing hay here for 3 years since we bought this farm. This is season number 3. I've been running tractors since about 2004. That's when I bought my first tractor. That's the nicest tractor I have ever ran right there. That Power Star is phenomenal. Not sponsored. New Holland doesn't know me. Bought this with my own money. And I'll just tell you guys, that's a nice tractor. And an update here on the Caddy. This works really good. I talked about the great benefits of it yesterday as far as hooking it up to the tractor. It just takes a few seconds. Works really good. There's no stress on the back of the tractor. When I got it up in the upright position right there, or up just a little so I can clean out the mowers, there's no stress on the back of this tractor. If that mower was attached directly to the 3-point hitch, that's a little bit of stress. That's about 1,400 pounds right there leaning that way. Kind of hard on the tractor. With this Caddy right here, all the stress is on this axle back here of the Caddy and the rear wheels. You know, I've ran a lot of drum mowers in the past, which are really similar to Caddies, I've ran a lot of drum mowers in the past that are kind of similar to the disc mowers. And I had it hooked to the back of the tractor, and that tractor would bounce a lot. You would feel that stress back there and that weight pivoting. With this right here, you don't feel nothing. It just feels like you're pulling a trailer around. And it backs really good. I was wondering how I could do backing it up. Really easy to back. No problems. Now, a much needed update here on the fencing project. All right, so there's 2 reasons I've not worked on this fence in a while. Reason number 1 is I needed to cut the hay up here. My goal was to get one cutting off this before we bring the cows in, which is this weekend. And I didn't want to go up here and go further with the fence and drive back and forth on top of the hay crop right here. It would damage the hay, and I'm in no hurry to get cows. I'm not going to get them until after I get back from vacation this summer anyway. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is I got several messages and emails from people, and they were kind of nasty, fussing about these fencing videos. And I don't know why they just didn't watch them. You know, the thumbnail and the title would usually say working on the fence, and if you don't like that kind of stuff, don't watch it. And I'm not going to lie, that kind of deterred me as well from showing some of this fencing stuff, because I've done a lot of it off camera here recently that I could get in here without tractors and make a mess. But I guess it don't matter if you guys want to watch that or not. I did a little poll on Patreon the other day, and most people said they want to see this stuff. So Now if the hay crop is off the ground, as soon as we get it rolled up, we'll get back on the fencing. And if you don't want to watch it, my goodness, just don't watch it. I don't need to know why you don't like something on this channel. Don't send me an email saying I don't like the fencing videos. Just don't watch them. It doesn't bother me if you don't watch them. And I meant to cover this yesterday. For those of you that may never be around a mower like this is what it looks like. You got these little discs right here. And I don't know how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 of them. And they spin. And right there is your cutter. Kind of like a lawnmower blade. Not a huge difference right there. And these are reversible, I'm pretty sure. But they just spin around. And they don't hit each other, thank goodness. The timing is really good on this machine. And it just mows the grass, guys. I tell you what, it mows the hay crop. It does a really good job. And it's not real thick up here. I've never had the best yield up here on this hill, but did you guys hear that motor? I'll talk about that here in just a second. But it's worth cutting. There's a plague in my area of Northeast Tennessee of people who drive 4-cylinder Hondas, and they put giant mufflers on them and they drive them 50 miles an hour and it sounds like a race car. They especially like to gather at the dollar store down the road and stare at their Hondas. And most of the time the Honda is like a 95 Civic or something with 500,000 miles and got Bondo all over it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I really get bothered by it more when I'm up here by the road working in this field because I don't hear it as much down at the sawmill. When I'm up here, I can hear every one of them. My goodness. They spend more money on their mufflers and their stereos than they probably have in their checking account, without a doubt. No doubt about it. What a waste of money. Well, friends, the hay crop is on the ground. We're in good shape. Everything went good today. No breakdowns, nothing like that. The New Holland ran like a top. Really like that mower back there and the dolly. I talked about that earlier. And hopefully by tomorrow, we'll have everything stirred up with the tedder. Then Monday, we'll make some windrows and start baling this up. And if we don't finish Monday, we'll finish Tuesday because we have to, because it's supposed to rain Tuesday night. But I got 3 more days to put up this hay crop. I think we'll be in good shape right there. Shouldn't take more than 3 days. It actually wouldn't take more than 2 days, but I think I'll video most of this. You guys want to see it? Let me know down in the comments below. I was going to head up here to the shop and put the tedder on the Kubota, but Bruno just called me, and guess what? He wants Mexican tonight, so it looks like I'm going to go up to the house, get cleaned up, and take him out to eat, but that's okay with me because I've not had nothing since breakfast, and I'm starving to literal death. I'm starving to death. I need something to eat, guys. I'm gonna go get me some Mexican. So anyways, I'll come back out here tomorrow. We'll get the tedder going. I need to work on the T25, the mower deck. Had a small malfunction the other day and almost caught on fire. I'll share that with you guys in the next video. But seriously, is this still on? Come on now, there we go. The battery's about dead. But seriously guys, let me know down in the comments if you want to see the rest of this haying process. It'll probably be 2 more videos. If so, I'll do a video tomorrow with the tedder and mixing everything up. Then we'll come back Monday and rake it up and use the baler. And I'll use that new rake that I got that I was supposed to tell you guys about in this video, but we'll save that for the next one. But anyways, guys, in closing here, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments about these hay videos. And I guess I'll see you guys back here on the next one, because whether or not you want to see it or not, I'll probably video it anyways. You guys hang in there, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the hype button. I'm not sure if it helps, but YouTube says it does. We'll see you guys soon.